When you have forms published, there's a pretty good chance that you'll need to make changes at some time in the future. PerfectForms includes a version control feature that enables you to make changes to forms and to be able to test those changes without having to take the currently published version offline. That's what I would like to demonstrate in this tutorial video. We will start with a published form that already has some instances created. Note that the latest version and the published version number is 1.0 and that there are already 2 instances of this form created. Changes are made in design mode, as you would expect. In this example, the change will be a very simple additional field for comments. Once the change has been completed, save the form. Notice the warning message, which is confirming that the change will have to be saved as a new version of the form. That's to ensure that the existing version, which is still published and available to use, is not affected yet. Also note that you can choose to save a form as a new version from the File menu. Let's now close the form. Notice now that the published version remains at 1.0, but the latest version is now 1.1, which is termed a minor version of the form. You will want to test your changes before publishing the form, and PerfectForms allows you to do this by creating a draft instance of the new minor version of the form. With the form selected in the Forms dashboard, click the Draft option, and if there is more than one minor version available, select the one that you want to test. Then click the New Instance button. You'll now be offered the choice to redirect all notifications to yourself. This enables you to test the changes to your form without involving the normal form users. But if you do want to test your changes with the normal users, select the option to send notifications normally. Then proceed to fill out the form as normal. We'll speed this bit up. Once submitted, the workflow will be triggered as normal and the notifications will be sent based on your previous selection. Once you've tested your form and are happy with the changes, just press the Publish button. Note the warning message, which is confirming that this will replace the current version. Also note that the latest version and the published version numbers are now incremented to version 2.0. We haven't quite finished though, because we do now have a test instance of the form in the system. It's identified as a draft instance, which means we can easily remove it and any other draft or test instances that we created to test the changes. To do this, click on the Delete button and choose the option to delete draft instances. You will need to confirm that you want to delete the draft instances. If you click on the All Instances in the table, you will see that we have now reverted to the original number of real instances of the form, which was 2. The changes you have made to your form will now apply to any new instances of the form, but not to existing instances that were started prior to the change. In another tutorial, we will demonstrate how the changes can also be applied to existing instances.